we go. Short movie this time. It's just a trailer.
Come, my destiny awaits.
Hey guys, as promised, I'm here with a guide to my version of Shurima. Here's the list I've been running, and I think it's close to being the most refined version. If you want to play Shurima, this is the way to go. Renekton and especially Nasus are too inconsistent to make work, and it often comes down to whether or not you can play the Ascendant's Rise to actually restore the Sun Disk. If Renekton dies when you're close to leveling him up, the game is often just over. I wanted a deck that is consistent in its gameplay and execution, and this is it. So what is this Advance the Sun Disk deck? Well, it's pretty simple. You're playing advanced cards to get your Sun Disk to countdown 10, and then you play your leveled Azir, who instantly replaces your deck with the Emperor's deck. Emperor's deck gives you 15 incredibly powerful cards, so the goal becomes to win the game with these game-breaking cards before your deck is empty. It's kind of comparable to a deep deck, but instead of diving deeper into the water, we're diving deeper into the sand? With Deep, you play bad units that toss cards to get closer to 15 cards remaining, so you have stupidly powerful sea monsters. With this Shurima deck, you play bad units that advance your Sun Disk, so your deck gets replaced with 15 stupidly powerful Emperor's cards. You have to find a balance between advanced cards and using them as blockers to survive the game and playing a total of 10 units so you can level up Azir. Soothsayer is a card that got added this expansion as an absolute staple for Mono Shurima. Giving your Sun Disk that extra layer of protection against landmark removal so you don't have to instantly surrender the game if your opponent has some kind of removal feels great. You should never have a hard time finding Azir either. With a total of 12 cards that can predict, you should be able to fish. No wait, scratch that. We're not a deep deck. You should be able to dig him out of your deck easily. We used to run Zilean in his deck, but ended up removing him to make the Golden Ambassador more consistent. Zilean is still a fine card in his deck though, and if you like having a Time Wizard to go with your Sand Wizard, you can replace Aspiring Chronomancer for him. A few things to note about the Emperor's deck. All your cards get replaced, so if you have 200 puff caps on your cards, they'll be gone when you turn your deck golden. The cards from the Emperor's deck can be nabbed, and Ascendant's Call is always the bottom card of the deck. When you predict or shuffle Azir back into the deck, you also shuffle all your cards. Keep this in mind because you really don't want some Bilgewater Enjoyer to take the most powerful card in the game away from you. While Ascendant's Call is always the bottom card of the deck, the rest seems to be random. The Emperor's Guard has 4 copies in total, so that's why it always feels like you always see this one appear first. Some fun things you can do with this deck is using a Predict card after you get the Emperor's deck to find Ascendant's Call instantly. This monster of a card will instantly win you the game, as it summons a level 3 Renekton and Nasus, and it rallies. Absolutely crazy stuff, and it will certainly create a highlight moment in your Runeterra career. I like the Mulligan for Clockwork Curator, Soothsayer, Esteemed Hierophant, and Azir. Against aggro decks, just keep every unit you can get your hands on, and consider keeping Scrying Sands. If you're facing a lot of aggro, feel free to tech in a Spiritfire or another copy of Devoted Council. This is one of the most fun decks to come out of the Guardians of the Ancient expansion, and I hope it gets a little better after decks like Azir Relia get nerfed. Honestly, this is the Chad Azir deck, not that Sand Soldier and Blade Dance abuse. So that's all I have for now. I hope this guide will help you get a little closer to bringing Shurima back to its full glory. As always guys, if you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment, join the Discord, or reach out to me on Twitter. Enjoy the gameplay, and I'll see you next time. Just nab Ascendant Call from Emperor deck. When you're okay, so one thing you have to do when you play against a Bilgewater deck that you know can nab, you have to keep a Predict card so that when you get the Emperor's deck, you can shuffle your own deck, or you shuffle in more Azirs. I think we keep an Azir. Reject climbing, go back to means. Late, you're late, man. I opened the prismatic chest, and we got a shiny Soothsayer. Okay, the choices were Soothsayer, Inner Sanctum, and Lunari Shadestalker, I think the name is.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
So I think we made the right choice.
It can be undone.
He probably blocks with this. Yeah. So he wants to cheat out. If this dies now, he can actually cheat out the Eye of the Rahorak. I don't think that's something I want to have happen.
Don't let
Right?
the fluffy tails fool you.
Our faith, our future in one symbol.
Want to try TF Zilean? I saw Grappler play that. It looked pretty fun. Might try that deck out a little bit later. What is you? Okay. 6 mana.
See what I've learned?
It's just the weakest mana slot in a lot of decks. Like, I don't think there's anything in particular he can cheat out at 6 mana.
Want to see these moves up close?
So I'm fine with him ramping here if it's gonna die at some point anyway. It somehow beat Azir Relic 3 times in a row. Yeah, I was watching Grappler play that deck. It looks fantastic, I'm not gonna lie.
Is a leaf's only purpose to fall?
From Saikal to Kalamanda, we stand together.
We might get a little bit low. Because we don't have a blocker for Yasuo. Or this, if it gets big enough. I think we just play these two. So this one dies anyway next turn.
Shurima, your emperor has returned.
Okay. 5 more.
Over there.
This card is scary. Two spells? Alright, yo, we're using the Rite of Negation here. Serious? Let's just... Like, I would kill this, but if he has another stun, Yasuo will just deal 2 damage to this. Easiest ride of my life. Take another one. Azir should become a 2 mana 1/3 and dies 3 mana and Marshall 5 mana 4/5. Ooh, I'm not sure if I agree with that. Azir 2 mana 1/3. Maybe. A 1/3 is weak enough to actually be removed by a lot of things.
Here's our chance.
I will follow this path until the end.
Welcome back, Theos Lupin.
Let me hear you call our Emperor's name!
Shurima, I have waited millennia to hear your cheers.
If he stuns this one... Oh, okay.
Underestimate. I dare you.
If he stuns this, we're actually kind of screwed.
Pick on some of your own speed.
Drown in our cheers.
Wait, we have 3 rights? Okay, so we can get the Emperor's deck this turn. The idea is to nerf the boring Irelia and buff Azir decks. I think Azir is the stronger part of that deck for sure. Irelia is actually kind of underwhelming. It's just her blade dancing that supports Azir so well. Irelia is basically like Quinn. Like, Quinn is strong because Misfortune was strong and Scouts were strong.
Shurima, I have waited millennia to hear your cheers.
Okay, well that's probably good because we have another one that's stronger.
Shurima,
Why would he do that? Like, he knows we have them in hand.
Emperor, what do you have?
Alright. The goal is to not die next turn. And then we win. Here we go. Short movie this time. It's just a trailer.
Come, my destiny awaits.
My destiny await, boys. What movie is this? This is just a trailer. All his friends are missing. Alright.
Here's our chance.
Okay, let's attack with just this. Because we need blockers. He can kill it though. I don't think it matters that much. His friends will... Yeah, his friends are at the bottom of the deck. We just need to draw 13 more cards. Which is actually surprisingly easy with this deck. As long as he doesn't give this Overwhelm, which he shouldn't be able to do at burst speed, so if he tries to Zenith Blade this, we're just gonna deny it. Okay. Yeah, this should be fine. That's not fine. That's not fine. I guess we have to deny the unstoppable force here. Yeah, let's deny this. I think that's a good idea. What if... No, he can't deny it. He only has 3 mana.
God Emperor Azir, your power eclipses all.
The sun disk is restored to its splendor.
Here's an idea. Let's predict the Ascendant's call. Aw. I think we should take this one.
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
This deck is so much fun. I mean, nobody really gets to play with the cards out of the Emperor's deck. Because it's like a combo deck, kind of. It's like deep, but for Shurima. It's like deep, but you ascend you ascend your Ascendants, but you advance the Sun Disc.
Listen to me.
They wouldn't.
And this just does it so much faster. Gladiator's better. Gladiator would attack this. But I think making it vulnerable might be better because we can just pull it with something meaningless. Right?
God Emperor, your will is ours to obey.
As with all Shurima. Victory awaits.
Raise those banners! Sight in!
This one is scary. Because another unstoppable force. Fearsome? Yeah, Fearsome doesn't really matter. We just need to clear his board to not die to the Malphite attack. Okay.
The order is given.
So that's all his cards, right? Okay. Well, we can actually, like, fill the board with this. No, we can't. Never mind. How do we play this? I think we just gotta hope he didn't top deck. Well, there it is. Play and yeah, okay, so we just play this one. And then we have blockers.
Underestimate. I dare you.
playing around start. So here we go. We got blockers now. Easy. Rennek on the 21-1 is a win. Wait, you're right. Wait. Can we win here? Obliterate 21-9, make him suffer. He doesn't know what to do. 23 cards, 6 cards. Alright. They never, ever... I know I could have attacked, but I just want to play this. They never get Deny. Doesn't happen. Deny is not a card. I told you! Deny is not a card! Yeah, we could have attacked, but I mean, this is much more fun. Yep, trailer's over. Opponent really liked the trailer that he saw, so he let us watch the full movie. Everything in between was just ads. It's a good movie. I've seen it a few times, but it doesn't get old. Oh, little beetle friend. Shurima Infinity War Part 2. I don't have the real like GG emote. I need to put Vlad back. Ah, this deck is so good. Fearsomes might be an issue. How was it against Azir Relia? Bad. This deck doesn't do very well against Azir Relia at all. If right add heal to Shurima, it might be competitive. Yeah. They have Devoted Counsel, but that doesn't really count as heal. Yasuo Malphite players deserve though. It's a pretty fun deck. I haven't played Yasuo Malphite myself yet, but I have played a bunch of Malphite. I really like him. I hope he gets a little better. Well, we already don't have a blocker for that one.
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
We love it when they run.
Hello, Jelp.
I pull the strings.
Gotta make that trade. Playing Glimpse over Stalking Shadows, I think, is a mistake. Stalking Shadows is so good in Spiders. This is a fearsome blocker, so we kind of have to play this. Actually, when you play this, you turn Azir into a fearsome blocker too.
In hallowed times.
It's never just one. They always come in pairs.
Hush now.
Ouch.
Quit struggling. Not here, not now.
Do not see what is, see what will be.
We shall not rest until all betrayers pay.
Do this version still run Zilean? No, we removed Zilean. I think this is a much more refined version of the deck.
Our waters return life to the desert.
The oasis of the dawn is the jewel of our land.
Damn. Okay, so we need to play this because it's a fearsome blocker.
You would give me the allegiance of your city. You have given us something to believe in.
How bad is it if Kalista levels? I don't think it's that bad. I think the scariest card might just be Harrowing.
You are not welcome.
This one's a fighter.
That should be fine. Troll chant. Okay. Oh, this is a hard choice. I think we have to go to Merciless Hunter. I think if this... Yeah, maybe Right was better. But this is an immediate threat. We don't know if he has Harrowing or not.
Gonna find a gift for an
Okay, Azir levels.
Right, Arda?
That's got to be a Doom Beast.
That's right. Run!
I mean, if... Yeah, we can attack with Azir. We can technically attack with these two as well.
It can be undone.
Yeah, we did need Right for Harrowing. But the Kalista is an immediate threat, and we don't know if he has Harrowing or not. Okay, so he didn't block with these, so that makes me think that he doesn't have it. Okay, there's the Right.
Always rely on you to keep us safe.
Luckily, this one can block.
Listen to me.
And we're dead to Doom Beast. See, let's just do this just to make sure, right? Okay. There we go. Oh, no Doom Beast.
Shurima, your emperor has risen.
There we go.
Come, my destiny awaits.
I don't know. This is a close game, man. I don't know if we can pull it through. This is gonna be real close. That's a good card to draw down.
Forward, my army.
Okay, so that's a Harrowing. For sure. He plays like... Wait, did we have Lethal? Wait, we had Lethal! Oh my god, I missed Lethal. But we also prevented Lethal. Huh?
What are you to a god?
Huh? Why lethal him if you can prevent lethal? Tell me that.
Bear my name into battle.
In the name of our emperor,
See? Got him anyway. Gamer. Easy. What happened? What happened was we had Azir on the board, and we had that 3-mana burst spell that lets you copy a unit. So we actually had lethal if we just copied the Azir. But instead, we used it to copy Azir to block one of his units and prevent lethal. absolute gamer moment. Challenger. Actually, I'm not unhappy getting Rite of Negation against this deck. I was thinking about keeping it. I call that a pro gamer move. Pure thinking mass banked in between our skulls. 5 kilograms? Is that how much a brain weighs? Because if that's the average, then mine is probably like 10. Because I'm so smart. I noticed that I've been playing an awful lot of Shurima and Targon lately. Does anyone else have that? When you're like, when you play a game a lot, then all the old stuff is truly old? Like Noxus, Demacia, Shadow Owls. Like, what the hell even are those regions? The only fun part are like the new cards they get, like Kindred. Okay, I like Azir because we can get an extra Sand Soldier to level even faster. And then we just time in a bobble this thing.
See what I've learned? It's not safe.
I like the flyer. You should have seen my tournament lineup. What was your tournament lineup? I played discard for most of the year, so it's a brave new world for me. Yeah, it's good to expand your horizons.
Don't touch it.
I really like good decks. No, I mean, that's actually perfectly normal. Yeah, like, you have like different type of players, right? Some people like to win in big ways, like me. Like, I like using dragons and stuff to finish games. Like, my perfect way of finishing a game is just having a board full of massive Celestials and just slamming them all face after an intense, grindy game. Some people just really like all the good decks. They just want to win. And some people just like winning with their own homebrew style decks, right? There's something for everybody.
Let me show you.
Could also take the Merciless Hunter, but I think the Soothsayer is quite good here. Any advice for Zoe Victor climb? It depends on what version you're running, kind of. I used Zoe Victor to get Master last season, and the reason it was a good deck to me was because you have so many options. You can adapt to literally everything that happens.
Shurima, your emperor has returned.
Our city is in your care, and you in ours.
Hello, Bitterful.
Confine and contain.
So why Mono Chicken Shurima? Mono Chicken? Are you calling Azir a chicken? Actually, with this helmet, he kind of does look like a chicken. Alright, I'll forgive it. I'll forgive you for this time. But yeah, we flipped the disc by advancing. Why is he not attacking with his big board?
Together we are part of something more.
Can we level him? We need 2 more. Then we just need to advance, but that shouldn't be hard.
Always forward.
Don't touch it.
So we're at 8. 9.
It's not safe.
Suspicious.
Isn't that like in Hearthstone? Isn't that like the lowest rank icon? It's like a chicken. I mean, I heard that from a friend. I'm really good at Hearthstone. There's no way I'd be at the bottom of like whatever it is. He only gets 2 spiders here. That's not that scary. High roll. Let's go. Alright, leveled Sun Disc.
Root out magic.
At its source.
Ready? Here comes the trailer. Alright, I wanna just skip these actually. Here we go.
You would give me the allegiance of your Shurima is sand and sky, past and present.
Let's go. I think they're... Oh, yeah, right. They reworked the Hearthstone rank system. Right. Yeah. You always started to chicken, but depending on how high your rank was the previous season, you get like more points or stars or whatever to advance to the next rank, right? I think that's not a bad system. I think it might be better than this one, to be honest.
Nothing escapes my notice.
They would. Contain magic.
God Emperor Azir, your power eclipses all.
The sun disk is restored to its splendor.
Ease your worries.
Yeah, this has to be a pretty grindy match right now.
I will end this here.
I really like LOR system.
Darkness.
I think it's good, but I really think that Hearthstone system is slightly better in that regard. Like LOR does almost everything better than Hearthstone, but I think resetting to the bottom rank and then gaining LP based on what you ended last season is a pretty clean system. I think that's okay, honestly, in this.
Magic has no place here.
God Emperor, your will is ours to obey.
You are either a Johnny or a Timmy. Yeah, I forgot what exactly it stands for. But I know I'm not a Spike. Spike is the competitive one, right? Okay, so we can't really like play more, because if we kill this, then the unit gets obliterated. Okay, I'm just gonna attack with everything here, I think. Alright. Yeah, that's fine.
All the desert is Azir's shrine.
That's an odd play.
Victory awaits.
Alright. The Emperor's deck is pretty strong. There's a lot of things it can do. I should have probably pulled the other units too, but I got so excited that we get to kill the Zilean and get our 10-7 back that I was like, yeah, whatever.
Acacia needs my friend.
Does that matter?
Investigate.
Now this becomes the strongest unit, and then what we get back from this just strikes a Zilean, right? I don't think that works for him, but... And now we get this unit back. No, we... Oh, wait! Not everything died. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we didn't kill everything. Oh, wait, he's actually just like... He's kinda going pretty hard here. I should have pulled his units. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We're still chilling.
Quickly.
Do you think he has another one? Wait, is that an actual Chrono Shift? That's not even Zilean.
I am the Emperor's will.
Just find that Senate call, yeah. That's the player. A singular will. Yeah, I can't let that one happen. That's a bit too much.
Raise your spirit. Carry me.
The order is given.
Alright, I misplayed a few times here, but we're chilling. Sure.
Your strongest are no challenge.
Okay, well, we're close to decking, so we need to be a little careful here. But we can attack instantly. Emperor's deck. Doing it again. Dude, why don't I ever use this card? Once again, this doesn't matter. This just got struck. Yeah, I think Zilean wasn't really worth it in the deck. Alright, so he plays a unit, we attack, he dies. Like, how can you play this deck perfectly? Nobody ever actually gets to play with the Emperor's cards. GG. Why did Zilean die? Why did Zilean die? We have the gladiator.